Hey guys, what's up? I'm just doing a quick video update to show you guys what I've been working on. I'm gonna start with my sketchbook, and then I have some Happy Mail. What else? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if I showed you this. This is the Prismacolor Cool Erase pencil, the blue. Then I was doing circles and triangles and stuff just to warm up my hand. And then I was going back last night and I was making them into faces, and like that one's like a pear and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that for most of these squares and stuff, just to have some fun. But when I'm scribbling. So this is out of the Jack Ham drawing book, the head and figure. I was doing some of the exercises in there, and that's one of the pictures that's in there for the exercises. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of washed out looking today. And then this was using a Prismacolor Cool Erase pencil, and I don't see it, so I was going to tell you what color it was. It's somewhere hiding from me. And so this was a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, it's just so bright today. And then that was a sketch on 4-5. I don't like the way it turned out, but oh well. This was on 4-8, and the ink bled through when I put some fixative on this side of it, so the ink wouldn't smear. And it did. The ink actually moved from the fixative. And but I was using one of the dollar store big looking pens, but it's not a big. But it was fun drawing this with the pen. It was a lot of fun. And so then I did this one on 410. I did a little hedgehog on 410. And then on 411 I did the mushrooms behind him. Because it felt like he just needed to, instead of just him on the page, like he needed some friends on the page with him. And so I'm real happy with how this turned out. And so that's all the drawing that I've done. I'm trying to do a sketch a day. I'm gonna put a note on the back of that. I sprayed fixative on that too. That's why the page is a little warped. This is thin paper. It's one of those Strathmore sketch books, a little short book. And I just wanted something that would fit in my craft bag and carry around with me. And so I'm not gonna put anything on the back side of this one because I really like this picture. So I might get a little frame for it and put it in there. And then this is me. I was swatching out some of my color pencils, and because I want to do like a sunset thing, so I was just swatching some of them out last night. And so yeah, so now we get into the Happy Mail. I fixed my e-spinner. I put a new motor in it, and and it spins. I just have it. I spin very fast, and I have it on the highest setting. And I think that's why why the motors aren't going to last long for me. Because I do spin very fast. So putting it on the lower settings is too slow for me. It's like watching paint dry. So I'm gonna have to try and figure something out. I'm not going to buy another one because I do have my B is a travel wheel, so it folds up and I can take it with me when I go places. I just didn't want to risk damaging it taking it with me going places. But that's why I got the little e-spinner, because you can pretty much flat pack it and take it anywhere. But like I said, I spin very fast, and I have this thing cranked all the way up as far as it'll go, just so I can spin at my pace. And it's the motor. I don't think this motor is gonna last very long. So I got my print from Dee Dee Willingham. You guys should go and follow her for her coffee and art in the morning. It's very informative, very fun. It's just a very fun channel. It's coffee and talk, so she chats and people chat with each other, and they chat with Dee Dee. Sometimes she'll have a guest on, and we just have a good time over there. Even though, like in the past, I might have just lurked for a while. I have periods where I'm not as active. It depends on what's going on in my life and how I feel. But I do watch and I lurk, and I've been watching her for several years. God, a long time. And it's like I'm trying not to get emotional. She's like a good friend on YouTube. Ustream, she was on Ustream. But it's company. It keeps you company. Alright, so this is the astronaut wrangling or riding the bird print. And so one of the YouTube ladies said it looks like he's flossing the bird's teeth. So I started saying, don't floss the bird. But it's funny because it's like, you could just use that with anything. That's like something that's somebody's doing something bad, and you can say, hey, don't do that, don't floss the bird, like don't poke the bear, don't floss the bird. But this is a beautiful, beautiful print, and like you can have it in different orientations. Depends on what you see in the picture. And these look like either a cattail or a giant Q-tip or a giant feather duster. These look like some retro speakers down here. So it's like they could be jamming and they could be cleaning space. It's what you want. It's the picture supposed to make you think about what you see in the picture, the story that the picture gives you. And then you can write your little story down and attach it to the picture and put it on the back, if you want to, so that you can have your story that this picture invokes in you with the picture. So yeah, or put this in a sleeve and create a page with the story on the page opposite it or something. So that's one of the things I'm thinking about doing with a lot of the prints that I have of hers is compile them into a book and then do a story for each picture. Something that's an idea that I've been playing with for the last couple of weeks. So, but thank you, Dee Dee. I love it. I love your art. And so that is all I have to show you right now. Oh, I have been knitting. I can show you that. Then I have to hide it because Bee likes it for some reason. I don't know. That child she is my grandchild, that's for sure. She likes most of the stuff that Grandma likes, which is pencil. That's what she calls my color pencils, pencil. She wants to color, she wants to draw. She knows what a brush is. She knows it's supposed to go in the water. She's watching her mom watercolor all the time. But I've been working on, I started this before the COVID. I started this blanket when Bee was a newborn, and she'll be 2 May the 2nd. And if I was crocheting this, I'd have been done in like 2 days. Knitting it is its own process. It's therapeutic, more of a therapy project now than it is an actual, something for Bee. I mean, once I'm done, I can put it away for her, so when she's older, she'll have it. And because I'm never ever knitting a blanket of any size. Again, I would crochet this blanket. I could have crocheted this pattern with crochet, with double crochets. You would have did 3 double crochet front posts, 3 double crochet back posts, 3 double crochet front posts, and I could have been done with this blanket in like 3 days. It depends on how much yarn I have left once I finish this one, if I have enough left, because I went to Hobby Lobby the other day and they didn't have any of this in stock at my local Hobby Lobby, but I can look online and see if they have it. And if they don't have it online, then oh well, I'll just make like a hat and booties and mittens with what's left. But yeah, this is more therapeutic because it forces me to count. I have to count. There's 12 rows of the repeat, so I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. I have to count, which is forcing me to actually read my stitches better with this blanket. And then like on the last one before I get to the end, it's I think it's 10 in the last one. I need to write this down. But yes, I've been having a lot of fun knitting on this. This has been my car project, and this has been my take it with you project. And I keep thinking these are nips, but they're not nips. There's actually the little pops of color in here. I keep pulling them off because I keep thinking they're nips, but they're not. They're actually a little color. I gotta stop pulling them off. But it's gonna be like a little blanket, so like a little receiving blanket, something you could just throw down on the floor or the couch or something to lay the baby on top of. But she's a big girl now, so this is gonna go in her grandma made this for you when you were a baby bag, so that she'll have it for when she's an adult, because you know you're not promised tomorrow. So I want to try and get this finished, so that it'll be done, and she'll have several blankets from grandma, and they both have their Muppet character blankets from grandma, even though Bee's already torn the head off of hers. I made both of my grandchildren that blanket. And so my little man, I made him a sweater when he was a baby, so hopefully his mom keeps that for him, and so that when he's older he'll have that, because that took a lot of time knitting that little sweater. So yeah, so that's all I've been working on, knitting. I have spun a little bit, but it's that muted, if I can find it. I have to hide everything for her, which means I hide it from myself. So it's this yarn, this fiber that I've been spinning. So I just spun a little bit more on that. I can only spin when she isn't in here with me, and because I don't want to risk hurting her with the spinning wheel. My spinning wheel is made for speed, high ratios, and it could break an adult's finger, and God knows what it would do to a child's hand if she stuck her hand up there while that flower was really going. So I don't even try and spin when she's in here, which is a lot. She's in here with me a lot. So that's that. And my little journal is working. Where did I put it? I just had it. See what I'm talking about? I hide stuff for myself. I literally just had it because I just checked my sugar. There it is. And my blood pressure. Okay, so it's helping me. My little blood pressure log, which is actually a blood pressure and blood sugar, morning blood pressure and morning blood sugar log. I need to do one for this is like pre-breakfast. I need to do one for pre-lunch and one for pre-dinner and one for after, like 2 hours after dinner. So it's gonna basically be signatures. So because I need to start checking those too, and the little log is helping a lot. So I've been writing my morning blood sugars down over here in the margin, and it's a little elevated this morning. but that's because I ate late last night, like late, like 9:30, 10 o'clock late. So that's why it was a little elevated this morning, but my blood pressure was fine. It was 107/71, and I really don't care if I give out that information, because a lot of you out there who have reached my age of 51 need to be, if you are supposed to be watching your blood sugar and blood pressure, you should be doing this too. So just make you a little journal, color it, keep it somewhere where you will see it. Like mine is sitting right here on my desk on the side, and every morning now when I come in here I see it, and I pick it up and I go ahead and get out my blood pressure cuff and my blood sugar checker, and I do what I gotta do. I put them aside and I set up my desk for work, and then I work. But I gotta do some of these for pre-lunch and pre-dinner and after dinner as well, so that I'll have a more accurate log of what's going on with me during the daytime. And I also wrote in here when I got my first COVID vaccine, the day I got it. The next one is scheduled for, see, the 19th. I have an appointment. It's going to be after work hours, so I don't have to take any time off for the next one. So I want to say it's the 29th or 21st, somewhere 20 something. But yeah, so I'll be getting my second shot with that. And yeah, and I might be taking the day off after the shot, because I felt like crap the day after this shot. The last time I was like tired, and like just tired and weak feeling, just wanted to sleep. I struggled to stay awake that day, and as soon as I got off from work I went to bed. I just wanted to take a nap, and it ended up sleeping until like almost 12 o'clock at night. So yeah, so I think I'll probably end up taking a day off for that second shot. It might not affect me the same way this time, but better safe than sorry, because I don't want to risk falling asleep while I'm working. Even though I'm working from home, you know, they're still monitoring your keystrokes and stuff like that. So I don't want to risk falling asleep. I'd rather take that day off after the shot, and just, if I have any ill side effects, I'll be off work. I don't have to worry about work. As you can see on my desk when I was playing around with the blue pens, so these were some of the blue pens that I was using to practice with, and it was a lot of fun using the pen to do a drawing. Where did she get that from? She has figured out how to pop the lid off the top of my three drawer. It's like a plastic bin that I keep like some of my knitting stuff in. She's figured out that she can't open the actual drawer, but she figured out how to pop the lid off the top and stick her hand in there, and she just pulls out stuff and she runs. She just grabs it and runs. And she got hold of this yesterday. And she has some of my knitting needles, my size 7 bamboo knitting needles. She had those. I was like, where are you getting this stuff? I'm looking at, trying to figure out. But every time that I looked over there, it was like, she's an angel. She's not doing nothing bad. And then I would look again, and she would have something else in her hand. And then she was just so slowly lifting that lid up, real slow. So you didn't even realize what she was doing. And then she would reach in and grab something, and then just run. I was like, girl, you are just, she's too smart and sneaky. I said, you are so sneaky. What child knows to try to stay quiet when they're that little? I mean, she's only 2. She's not even 2 yet. She'll be 2 in May. And she's already learning how to do stuff like that. It's like, why? Where do they get these ideas from? It's amazing to me. I swear. They are smarter and smarter and smarter every year, these kids. So I'm going to put my brushes that I use over here. Okay. Where is that coal eraser? I wonder if she got hold of that. She likes to scribble and draw. And that's one of the things, other things I was thinking about doing, is taking her coloring book and coloring the pages she scribbled on. So it'd be like a collab between her and me. Like she scribbled on them, but I'm gonna color them. So I've been thinking about doing that too. But if she sees you coloring in her coloring book, she wants her coloring book. She knows that's her coloring book. And she sits there and does her baby chatter at you, like fussing at you, like, you know, this is mine. You don't let me bother your stuff. Even though she does bother my stuff. She does her little chitter chatter at you. And that shouldn't be in there. Oh, actually, yes, it should. That's one of the next ones. Okay. This is an eraser. Yeah, it's an eraser. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get ready for work.